So let us start the session. Today we are going to start session number 2 of chapter number 9, Forces and Laws of Motion. So let us start with the first topic, momentum. The momentum of a body is defined as the product of mass and velocity, right? This is the definition of momentum. So momentum is equals to mass into velocity. Usually we used to denote momentum by P. मोमेंटम को हम लोग P से डिनोट करते हैं और मास यू नो वेरी वेल इट इज डिनोटेड बाय M and for velocity V. So P is equals to M into V, right? Where P is the momentum, M is the mass of the body, and V is the velocity of the body. Now it is clear that if the body is at rest, so its velocity is what? What is the value of its velocity if body is at rest?
Zero.
Zero. So its momentum is also zero, right? So total momentum of the gun and the bullet before firing is zero. The total momentum of the gun and the bullet before firing is zero. Why? Because both are at rest. So their velocity is zero. So momentum is also will be zero. And momentum is a vector quantity and it will take place in the direction of velocity. And what will be the SI unit of mass? Kilogram. And the SI unit of velocity is meter per second. So the SI unit of momentum will be kilogram meter per second, right? Okay, now we'll see some example based on momentum. So what is the momentum of a man of mass 75 kg when he walks with a uniform velocity of 2 meter per second? So we will use the formula for momentum, mass into velocity, that is M into V, right? So the value of M is given 75 kg and the value of velocity, the V, is given 2 meter per second. Now we are going to put these two values in this formula, M into V. So 75 into 2. So we are getting 150 kilogram meter per second. This is very simple example. Okay. Now let us see one more example. Calculate the momentum of a toy car of mass 200 gram moving with a speed of meter per second, right? So here also we are using the same formula, M into V, but you have to keep in your mind that M should be in kilogram, V should be in meter per second. कभी कभी क्वेश्चन में ऐसा होता है कि V सेंटीमीटर पर सेकंड में दिया होता है और मास ग्राम में दिया रहता है, तो you have to convert. So here mass is given in gram, so 200 gram is equals to how many kilogram? 200 gram is equals to how many kilogram? You have to divide it by 1000. ठीक है?
0.2.
Right. If you divide it by 1000, you will get 0.2 kilogram. And velocity it is already given in meter per second. Right. So now we are going to substitute the value of M and V in the formula M into V for momentum. Right. So 0.2 into 5 is nothing but it is 1. So we are going to get 1 kilogram meter per second. So this is the second example. Now we'll see another example. Thoda different type of example. Okay. So what is the change in momentum of a car weighing 1500 kilogram when its speed increases from 3 kilometer per hour to 72 kilometer per hour uniformly? Okay. So now again the unit of velocity is not meter per second, so we have to convert to meter per second. तो ध्यान से देखो, अगर हम लोग को किलोमीटर पर आवर में किलोमीटर पर आवर से मीटर पर सेकेंड में कन्वर्ट करना है, सो यू हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई विथ 5/18. ठीक है, 5/18 मीटर पर सेकेंड. कभी कभी क्वेश्चन में हम लोग को मीटर पर सेकेंड से किलोमीटर पर आवर में कन्वर्ट करना रहता है, तो वहाँ पे 18/5 करेंगे. So 36 into 5/18, what you will get? 36 into 5/18. What you will get?
10, sir.
Right. क्योंकि यहाँ पे कैंसिल हो रहा है 2, so we will get 10 meter per second. तो जो वेलोसिटी ये वाला है, जब हम लोग लिखेंगे कन्वर्ट करके, so we will write 10 meter per second. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Similarly, 72 kilometer per hour, we will multiply with 5/18. सो 5/18 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो ये मिलेगा 15, क्योंकि 72 को कैंसिल करेंगे 18 से, विल गेट 3, राइट. सो 15 मीटर पर सेकेंड. ओके, राइट. नाउ हम लोग के पास सारे वैल्यूज आ गए. सो मास ऑफ द कार इज गिवन 1500 किलोग्राम and velocity v1 is 10 meter per second, that we have already seen. And so momentum p1 is m into v formula. So 1500 into 10. This is clear? This step is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are getting 15,000 kilogram meter per second. So this is the momentum, initial momentum. Now the next second velocity, for second velocity, that is v2. v2 is 15 meter per second. 20 कैसे आया? अच्छा सॉरी, ये 4 होगा ना. ओके फाइन, दिस इज 4, सो 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड. 72 को 18 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो 4 आएगा. ओके, सो 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड. सो अगेन वी आर यूजिंग दैट फॉर्मूला m into v. So 1500 into 20, we are getting 30,000 kilogram meter per second. Now change in momentum. Change in momentum कैसे निकालोगे? P2 minus P1. That is 30,000 minus 15,000. So we are getting 15,000 kilogram meter per second. Any doubt in this question?
No, sir.
Okay. So up next question. ये थोड़ा different है. A body of mass 25 kg has a momentum of 125 kilogram meter per second. Mass is given, momentum is given. Now we have to find velocity, right? So mass is given 25 kilogram and momentum is given, that is p 125 kilogram meter per second. And we know that the formula for momentum is p is equals to m into v. So now we are going to substitute p and m. Okay, mass of the body, this already we written, ये लिख चुके हैं already. This is also not required, रिपीट हो गया. सो इस फॉर्मूला में हम लोग सब्सटीट्यूट किए तो v इज इक्वल टू 125/25 आएगा. सो दैट मीन्स 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड, राइट. सो वेलोसिटी ऑफ द बॉडी इज 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड. ओके, तो ये जितने एग्जाम्पल मैं लिया हूँ वो अलग अलग एग्जाम्पल्स हैं, बिल्कुल सेम एग्जाम्पल्स नहीं है. नाउ वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड आवर मेन टॉपिक, today's main topic, Newton's second law of motion. According to this law, the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the applied force. Rate of change of momentum means rate of change means upon, you have to divide it by time. Okay, p2 minus p1 upon t. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So the rate of change of momentum of a body can be obtained by the change in momentum by time taken for change, right? So this is the formula. Force is directly proportional to change in momentum upon time taken. Now we will consider a body with mass m and initial velocity u and final velocity v. सो अगर हम लोग इनिशियल वेलोसिटी u लेंगे तो उसका इनिशियल मोमेंटम हो जाएगा m इंटू यू. सपोज द फोर्स f इज एक्टिंग ऑन द बॉडी, राइट, फॉर इन एन इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम t, which causes the final velocity v. So the final momentum will be m into v. Now what is the change in momentum? mv minus
mu.
Yes, mv minus mu. So that means the f is directly proportional to mv minus mu upon t. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now we can take m common from here, so that f is directly proportional to m into v minus u by t. अगर तुम लोग फर्स्ट चैप्टर का जो मोशन चैप्टर का अगर रिकॉल करो, सो दिस इज नथिंग बट दिस इज एक्सेलरेशन. ठीक है, एक्सेलरेशन क्या होता है? द रेट ऑफ चेंज इन वेलोसिटी, दैट इज v minus u upon t, right? So we can replace v minus u upon t by a for acceleration. So we'll get f is directly proportional to m into a. This is clear, this one?
Yes, sir.
Right. So therefore the force acting on a body is directly proportional to the product of mass and acceleration, right? Thus, the force acting on a body is directly proportional to the product of mass of the body and acceleration produced in the body by the action of force, and it acts in the direction of acceleration. Okay, the force acts in the direction of acceleration. This is the another definition of Newton's second law of motion. ओके, सो हम लोग अब क्या करेंगे, जो कभी भी अगर ये प्रोपोर्शनलिटी साइन निकालते हैं तो एक कांस्टेंट ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनलिटी आता है, राइट, कांस्टेंट ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनलिटी. आई रिपीट, whenever we will remove the proportionality sign, we have to use constant of proportionality. So usually we used to write k. ठीक है, तो ये हम लोग इसको कैसे लिख सकते हैं, f is equals to k into ma. Okay, and the value of constant k in SI unit is 1. So अगर हम लोग 1 substitute करते हैं तो we are getting F is equals to ma. So this is very important formula for calculating force. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
ये बहुत यूजफुल है, न्यूमेरिकल्स में हम लोग यूज करते हैं. So this Newton's second law of motion will give the relation between force, mass and acceleration, right? So we can also write in this way, m is equals to f by a also, a is equals to f by m also, right? Suppose force is given, mass is given, we have to find a. So we'll use this formula, f by m. Similarly, force और acceleration दिया हुआ है तो mass निकालना है तो m is equals to f by a, right? Any doubt in this question? This formula?
No, sir.
Okay, so therefore the acceleration, see, acceleration is inversely proportional to the mass. अगर mass ज़्यादा होगा तो उसका acceleration कम होगा with constant force, right? If we are taking force as constant, then mass, if mass is very high, then acceleration will be less. If mass is less, acceleration is more. Okay, so acceleration produced in a body is directly proportional to the force acting on it and inversely proportional to the mass of the body. So since acceleration produced is inversely proportional to the mass of the body, therefore if mass of the body is doubled, its acceleration will be half. अगर mass double होगा तो acceleration half होगा. Similarly, अगर mass half होगा तो acceleration double होगा. This is clear? But provided with the force remains the same, that is constant force. Just now I told, अगर constant force में mass अगर ज़्यादा है तो acceleration कम होगा, mass कम है तो acceleration ज़्यादा होगा. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So we'll see one more example. Since the acceleration produced is inversely proportional to the mass of car, it is easier to move or accelerate a small car having less mass than a big car having large mass. See this figure. Suppose the weight of this car is 600 kg and the weight of this big car is 2600 kg, and we are applying the constant force, same force in both. So whose acceleration will be more?
First car.
First one, the small car, right? Okay, now let us move toward the SI unit. So the, as just now I told that the formula of F is m into A, right? What is the SI unit of m?
kg.
Kg. And what is the SI unit of acceleration? Meter per second square, right? So kg meter per second square हो जाएगा force को, force का, उसको हम लोग न्यूटन से डिनोट करते हैं, right? The SI unit of force is Newton, which is denoted by N. A Newton is that force which when acting on a body of 1 kg, now this is the definition of Newton. Anyhow, the descriptive question is not coming, otherwise this is very important question. Define 1 Newton. So 1 Newton is that force which when acting on a body of mass 1 kg produces an acceleration of 1 meter per second square in it, right? सो F इज इक्वल टू m इंटू ए है. अगर m का वैल्यू हम लोग 1 kg सब्सटीट्यूट करते हैं, a का वैल्यू 1 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर, तब F हो जाएगा 1 न्यूटन. दैट इज 1 न्यूटन इज इक्वल टू 1 kg इंटू 1 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. दिस इज क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now we are moving toward the next section, application of Newton's second law of motion. So first one, catching a cricket ball. अगर हम लोग क्रिकेट बॉल को कैच करते हैं तो देखे होंगे हम लोग हाथ को पीछे करते हैं, राइट, कैच पकड़ने के लिए। सीधा सीधा तो नहीं पकड़ते हैं हम लोग। सो अ क्रिकेट प्लेयर or fielder moves his hand backward on catching a fast cricket ball. This is done to prevent injury to the hands. See this figure. जब कैच पकड़ता है तो पीछे करता है वो, राइट? ऐसा क्यों करता है? क्योंकि a fast moving cricket ball has a large momentum in stopping or you can say in catching that cricket ball. So its momentum has to be reduced to zero. उसको जीरो करना है, इसलिए हम लोग पीछे करते हैं, right? A fast moving cricket ball has a large momentum. In stopping or catching this cricket ball, its momentum has to be reduced to zero. So now when a cricket player moves back his hands, जब पीछे करता है कैच करने के लिए, तो जो टाइम जो लगता है उसको, टाइम जो इसमें लग रहा है, so time taken to reduce the momentum of ball is zero, is increased. Okay, so due to more time, अगर टाइम ज्यादा होगा तो मोमेंटम कम होगा। मोमेंटम का फॉर्मूला क्या है? मोमेंटम का फॉर्मूला m/v है, राइट?
Yes.
राइट। और वेलोसिटी का फॉर्मूला?
U plus 80.
अरे u u plus 80 करेक्ट है।
Displacement by time.
वेरी गुड। तो दैट मीन्स इट इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू टाइम। सो मोमेंटम भी कम होगा जब वेलोसिटी डिक्रीज होगा, ठीक है? समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? अगर हम लोग हाथ को पीछे करेंगे सो टाइम थोड़ा ज़्यादा लगेगा, टाइम ज़्यादा लगेगा तो वेलोसिटी कम होगा, वेलोसिटी कम होगा तो मोमेंटम कम होगा, राइट? नाउ व्हेन ए क्रिकेट प्लेयर मूव्स बैक हिज हैंड्स ऑन कैचिंग द फास्ट बॉल, then the time taken to reduce the momentum of the ball to zero is increased. थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा ना पीछे करेंगे तो। So due to more time taken to stop the ball, the rate of change of momentum of ball is decreased, and hence a small force is exerted on the hands of the player. So the hands of player do not get hurt. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now we are moving toward the next example, the case of a high jumper. हाई जंपर या लॉन्ग जंपर। लॉन्ग जंप करते समय हम लोग देखे होंगे सैंड का जो सैंड रखा रहता है, सैंड में जाके जंप करते हैं। और हाई जंपर में कुशन रखा रहता है, राइट? ड्यूरिंग एथलेटिक मीट अ हाई जंपिंग एथलीट इज प्रोवाइडेड आइदर अ कुशन और अ हीप ऑफ सैंड ऑन द ग्राउंड टू फॉल अपॉन. This is done to prevent injury to the athlete when he falls down after making a high jump. ऐसा हम लोग क्यों करते हैं? So when the high jumper falls on a soft landing, तो उसको थोड़ा सा टाइम लगता है, उसको रुकने में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, टाइम मतलब ज्यादा लग रहा है, तो मोमेंटम कम होगा, राइट? रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मोमेंटम कम होगा, उसके वजह से कम फोर्स लगेगा, कम फोर्स लगने की वजह से उसको चोट नहीं लगेगा। See this figure, ठीक है? कुशन यहाँ पे लगा, कुशन में वो जब तक वो रेस्ट पोजीशन में नहीं आएगा थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा। When the high jumper falls on a soft landing such as cushion or heap of sand, then the jumper takes a longer time to come to a stop. टाइम ज्यादा लग रहा है तो रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मोमेंटम जो भी होगा वो कम होगा, जिसके वजह से उसको उसको कम फोर्स लगेगा, और कम फोर्स लगेगा तो उसको चोट भी नहीं लगेगा, थोड़ा हल्का सा लगता है। So the rate of change of momentum of athlete is less, due to which a smaller stopping force acts on the athlete and the athlete does not get hurt. Thus the cushion or sand being soft reduces the athlete's momentum more gently. Whether this is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the next, the use of seat belts in car. So these days all the cars are provided with seat belts for passengers to prevent injuries in case of an accident. ठीक है. सो एक्चुअली क्या होता है कि इन ए कार एक्सीडेंट द फास्ट रनिंग कार सडन स्टॉप सडनली. ड्यू टू दिस द कार्स large momentum is reduced to zero in a very short time. Okay, so see this figure. The slightly stretchable seat belt worn by the passenger increases the time by the passenger to fall forward. Okay, उसके वजह से क्या होगा? Due to longer time, what will happen? The rate of change of momentum will decrease. So hence less stopping force will act on them. The slightly stretchable seat belts worn by the passengers of the car increase the time taken. That I want to say. Time taken increase हो रहा है यहाँ पे by the passenger to fall forward. So due to longer time, the rate of change of momentum of passenger is reduced, and hence less stopping force acts on them. So the passenger may either not get injured at all or may get less injuries. This is clear? Right.
Yes, sir.
Now we are moving toward the NCERT examples numericals. So let us start with the first question. Exercise 9 example 9.1. A constant force acts on an object of mass 5 kg for a duration of 2 seconds. It increases the object's velocity from 3 meter per second to 7 meter per second. Find the magnitude of the applied force. Now, if the force was applied for a duration of 5 seconds, what would be the final velocity of the object? Right? So क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है मास 5 kg और जो फर्स्ट T1 जो दिया हुआ है 2 सेकंड दिया हुआ है. Okay, so and the initial velocity is 3 meter per second and the final velocity is 7 meter per second, and time taken for this is 5 seconds. Right? So let F be the force and A be the acceleration. So how will you find the value of A? Because acceleration is not given. Mass is given.
Velocities are given.
नहीं, acceleration का formula क्या होता है? Change
V
in
minus U by T.
Yeah, V minus U upon T. So that means 7 minus 3 upon T. That is 5. 2. उस duration में 2 second दिया हुआ है. So 7 minus 3 by 2, 4 by 2. So we are getting 2 meter per second square. So the magnitude of applied force, the formula is F is equals to M into A. M is given 5 kg and we got acceleration 2 kg. So 5 into 2, that is 10 Newton. This is clear? This step is clear?
Yes.
Right. And the final velocity after 5 seconds is suppose V. After 5 seconds, we are taking V. And we know that the formula V is equals to U plus AT. And U is already given initial velocity 3 meter per second. ठीक है? So 3 plus 2 into 5. So the total, the final velocity will be 13 meter per second. This question is clear or not?
It's clear.
Right. 2 सेकंड में फाइनल वेलोसिटी 7 मीटर पर सेकंड है. 5 सेकंड में कितना होगा ये क्वेश्चन एक्चुअल में. तो हम लोग पहले क्या किए, बॉडी का एक्सेलरेशन निकालें. राइट. एक्सेलरेशन निकालने के बाद क्वेश्चन में तो फोर्स पूछा इसलिए फोर्स निकालें. अदरवाइज वी कैन डू डायरेक्टली. यहाँ से डायरेक्ट हम लोग यहाँ पे स्टार्ट कर सकते थे. फोर्स पूछा करके हम लोग फोर्स निकालें. ओके. सो नाउ वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड द नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल. Which would require a greater force? Accelerating a 2 kg mass at 5 meter per second square or a 4 kg mass at 2 meter per second square. So we need to find the force for both the body using the formula F is equals to M into A. So first M1 दिया हुआ है 2 kg, A1 is given 5 meter per second square and M2 is given 4 kg and A2 is given 2 meter per second square. So F1 हो जाएगा M1 into A1, that is 2 into 5, 10 Newton, and F2 हो जाएगा M2 A2, that is 4 into 2, 8 Newton. So force किसका ज़्यादा है? F1. F1 is greater than F2. So accelerating a 2 kg mass at 5 meter per second square would require a greater force. This is clear. Now we are
Yes,
moving
sir.
toward the next example. Motor car is moving with a velocity of 108 km per hour and it takes 4 seconds to stop after the brakes are applied. Calculate the force exerted by the brakes on the motor car if its mass along with the passenger is 1000 kg. So here the initial velocity is given in kilometer per hour, that is to be changed to meter per second. So what we have to do? We have to multiply with 5 by 18. Just now I told 5 by 18 से multiply करना है, किलोमीटर पर आवर से मीटर पर सेकेंड से convert करना है तो. So 108 you can divide it by 18, 6 मिलेगा. So 6 into 5 is 30 meter per second आ गया initial velocity. Now the total mass along with the passenger is already given 1000 kg and the final velocity, what will be the final velocity?
0.
0, क्योंकि रुक गया है वो. जब हम लोग ब्रेक अप्लाई किए तो जो मोटर कार है वो रुक गया, तो दैट मीन्स फाइनल वेलोसिटी इज 0 मीटर पर सेकेंड. नाउ द फॉर्मूला फॉर एक्सेलरेशन इज v minus u by t, right? That is 0 minus 30 by 4, minus 30 by 4. So minus 30 by 4 होगा 7.5 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. ठीक है, ये स्क्वायर है. Now we got the acceleration, we have mass, so now we can easily calculate the force by using the formula F is equals to m into A. So mass is 1000 and A we have already calculated minus 7.5. So finally we are getting minus 7500 Newton. Okay, this negative sign indicates that the direction of force is opposite. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, now we are moving toward the next example. A force of 5 Newton gives a mass m1 and acceleration of 10 meter per second square, and if mass m2 and acceleration of 20 meter per second square, what acceleration would it give if both the masses were tied together? तो हम लोग के पास यहाँ पे m1 m2 नहीं दिया हुआ है, तो we have to calculate m1 and m2. So I told at the beginning that the formula for m will be f by a. याद है? तो
Yes.
ये वाला फॉर्मूला यूज कर रहे हैं, f by a. You will get m mass. So m1 हो जाएगा f by a1. Suppose a1 is 10 meter per second square. और m2 हो जाएगा f upon a2. So what is 5 by 10?
2.
है 5 by 10. 5 by 10, 0.5 kg. So first force हम लोग को निकल गया 0.5 kg. And m2 is 5 by 20. 5 by 20. So 5 by 20 is 1 by 4, that is 0.25 kg. This is clear? Now in the question it is given that both the masses were tied together. तो जब हम लोग दोनों को बांध देंगे तो टोटल मास हो जाएगा m1 plus m2. That is 0.50 plus 0.25. So total mass will become 0.75. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now the same force, it is given for the same force. Now we have to find the acceleration. So acceleration का formula हम लोग use करेंगे F by m. So force F, it is already given 5 and mass is 0.75. 5 को जब हम लोग 0.75 से डिवाइड करेंगे, 0.75 is nothing but 3 by 4. So इसको मैं ऐसा लिख सकता हूँ. So 20 by 3. 20 by 3 is 6.666. So we can take it as 6.67 meter per second square. This is clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now we are moving toward the last example of this section, NCERT example. The velocity time graph of a ball of mass 20 gram. Mass is given in gram. याद रखना. Moving along a straight line on a long table is given in this figure. How much force does the table exert on the ball to bring it to rest? Rest means again final velocity will be 0. Okay. So the initial velocity is this one. देखो यहाँ पे ध्यान से 20 सेंटीमीटर पर सेकेंड. वेलोसिटी इज गिवन सेंटीमीटर पर सेकेंड. ओके, सो हम लोग को चेंज करना पड़ेगा, मास भी चेंज करना पड़ेगा और वेलोसिटी भी चेंज करना पड़ेगा. एंड दिस इज द फाइनल वेलोसिटी. So u is given 20 centimeter per second and v is given 0 centimeter per second and time is given 10. यहाँ से यहाँ तक. This is the value is clear जो दिया हुआ है.
Yes.
Right. And the mass is given 20 gram. 20 gram को 1000 से डिवाइड करोगे तो कितना मिलेगा?
0.02.
Very good. 0.02 kilogram. Now we know that the formula for calculating acceleration is v minus u by t. हम लोग चाहे तो u को पहले कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं, u और v को, अदरवाइज एक्सेलरेशन निकालने के बाद भी कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. ओके, दोनों सही हैं. सो पहले हम लोग एक्सेलरेशन निकाल लेते हैं. 0 minus 20 upon 10, that is minus 20 upon 10. सो -2 आ रहा है. सो -2 सेंटीमीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर, उसको हम लोग को मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर में कन्वर्ट करना है. सो वी हैव टू डिवाइड इट बाय 100. -2 by 100. So we are getting minus 0.02 meter per second square. This is clear. Acceleration.
Yes.
मास भी निकल गया, मास भी दिया हुआ है एंड वी हैव कन्वर्टेड इनटू किलोग्राम और एक्सेलरेशन भी निकल गया. नाउ इट इज इजी टू कैलकुलेट द फोर्स बाय यूजिंग द फॉर्मूला F is equals to m into a. So that is 0.02 into 0.02 with negative sign. So 2 और 2 को इंटू कर लो 4, उसके बाद 4 से लेफ्ट साइड में 4th प्लेस डेसिमल होना चाहिए. तो दैट मीन्स -0.0004 meter per second square. So this negative sign, what it indicates? The force exerted by the table is opposite to the direction of the motion of the ball. Clear? Right. So now we are moving toward some few more examples and numerical examples. So let us start with the first. Okay, easy से difficult की ओर जाएंगे हम लोग. So this is the easy question. What force would be needed to produce an acceleration of 4 meter per second square in a ball of mass 6 kg? Mass is given, a is given, acceleration, and we need to find f. ठीक है? Here f to be calculated. And mass and acceleration is given. So we are using the formula F is equals to m into a, that is 6 into 4. So we are getting 24 Newton. Clear? Next example. What is the acceleration produced by a force of 12 newtons exerted on an object of mass 3 kg? So a mass is given and force is given. We need to find acceleration. सो एक्सेलरेशन का फॉर्मूला होता है F by m. अगर मान लो वो फॉर्मूला स्ट्राइक नहीं कर रहा है तो डायरेक्ट सब्स्टिट्यूट करो F is equals to m into a में. राइट? सो वी नो दैट F is equals to m into a. नाउ फोर्स इज 12 एंड मास इज 3. सब्स्टिट्यूट डायरेक्टली. सो 12 upon 3 हो जाएगा a, राइट? एंड 12 upon 3 विल बी 4 meter per second square. दिस इज क्लियर? अगर फॉर्मूला याद है तो यू कैन डायरेक्टली सब्स्टिट्यूट इन दैट फॉर्मूला. F by m, 12 by 3, 4. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. अब थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्टी लेवल बढ़ते जाएगा. कैलकुलेट द फोर्स रिक्वायर्ड टू इम्पार्ट टू ए कार अ वेलोसिटी ऑफ 30 मीटर पर सेकेंड इन 10 seconds starting from rest. So what is the initial velocity? 0. And final velocity is 30 meter per second. And mass is given 1500 kilogram. So first we will calculate the acceleration. Okay. So अब acceleration का formula मान लो याद नहीं है, v minus u by t. So first equation of motion तो याद होगा, v is equals to u plus at. उसमें वो भी use कर सकते हैं. See, mass is 1500 kilogram and u is 0 and v is 30 meters per second and time is 10 seconds. So v is equals to u plus at. अगर वो फॉर्मूला याद है तो डायरेक्ट लिखो, अदरवाइज इसमें सब्स्टिट्यूट करो. सो 30 0 प्लस a into 10, राइट? सो 10 is equals to 30 So A is equals to 30 upon 10, that is 3 meter per second square. Now we have mass also and A also, acceleration. So we will use that formula F is equals to m into A. उसमें substitute करेंगे m और A का value, right? So 1500 into 3. So we are getting 4500 Newton. So this force is required in this case. Any doubt in this question?
No.
Right. So now we are moving toward the next question. A truck starts from rest and rolls down a hill with a constant acceleration if it travels a distance of 400 meter in 20 seconds. Find its acceleration. Find the force acting on it if its mass is 7 metric tons. Metric ton 1000 जो टन जो होता है 1000 किलोग्राम होता है, राइट? सो अब इसमें क्या दिया हुआ है? डिस्टेंस दिया हुआ है, टाइम दिया हुआ है, तो हम लोग को यहाँ पे फॉर्मूला यूज करना पड़ेगा। कौन सा इक्वेशन यूज करना पड़ेगा मोशन का? s सेकेंड वाला, s इज इक्वल्स टू ut प्लस हाफ at स्क्वायर. डू यू रिमेंबर दैट फॉर्मूला?
Yes, sir.
And here the value of u is 0, right? And time is 20 second, and distance is given, that is s, 400 meter. So here distance traveled s is equals to 400 meter, and as it is starting from rest, so initial velocity is 0, time is 20 second, and we need to find acceleration. So we know that the distance, the second equation of motion formula, s is equals to ut plus half at square. So now we are going to substitute the value of s, u, t, and this t also. 8 तो निकालना है यहाँ पर. So 400 is equals to 0 into 20 plus half into a into 20 square. So 20 square for 400 होता है. 400 by 2, you will get 200, and this will become 0. This step is clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So A is equals to 400 by 200, that is 2 meter per second square. So we got acceleration. Now we need to find force. Force के लिए mass भी दिया हुआ है 7 metric ton, that will be equals to 7000 kilogram. Now we will use the formula F is equals to m into A, that is 7000 into 2. 14,000 Newton. This is clear?
Yes.
Now next, अब ये थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्टी लेवल थोड़ा थोड़ा बढ़ते जाएगा, ठीक है? A force of 5 newtons gives a mass m1 and acceleration of 8 meter per second square. So the similar question was there, ठीक है, in NCERT examples. And a mass m2 and acceleration of 24 meter per second square. What acceleration would it give if both masses are tied together? तो हम लोग पहले m1 और m2 निकालेंगे, right? अगर m1 का फॉर्मूला याद नहीं है, that is f by a, so you can use that f is equals to m into a formula. चलो हम लोग वैसे ही करते हैं. In first case, force is given 5 Newton and mass m1 and acceleration is given 8 meter per second square, and the formula is f is equals to m into a, right? And now we'll substitute the value here only. 5 is equals to m into 8. So 5 by 8, m1 आ गया 5 by 8 किलोग्राम. This is clear? नहीं, एक मिनट, ये रिपीट हो गया. So 5 by 8 is nothing but 0.625 kg. This is m1. Now we are going to find m2. Second case. So force, same force, 5 Newton, and acceleration here it is given 24 meter per second square, right? So we are using f is equals to m into a, same formula. So 5 is equals to m2 into 24. So m2 is 5 upon 24. 5 upon 24 is approximately 0.208 kilogram. So mass we got, second mass. Now when we tie together, the total mass will be equals to m1 plus m2, and same force we are using. So m1 plus m2, 0.625 plus 0.208, 0.833, right? Now we need to find acceleration. So acceleration के लिए अगर फॉर्मूला याद है तो F by m यूज कर सकते हो, otherwise you can substitute in this formula. F is equals to m into A. So F is 5 and this is 0.833 into A. So A will be 5 upon 0.833. This is approximately equal to 6 meter per second square. So thus, if both the masses are tied together, then the acceleration would be 6 meter per second square. Any doubt in this question?
No.
Okay, now we are moving toward the last example of today's session. Then we will see the in Newton's third law of motion in the third session. The speed time graph of a car. So this question can be used for case study question also. The speed time graph of car is given alongside. The car weighs 1000 kg. First, what is the distance traveled by the car in the first 2 seconds? यहाँ से यहाँ तक, ठीक है? And the second one, what is the braking force applied at the end of 5 seconds to bring the car to stop within 1 second? This one, CD. यहाँ से यहाँ तक. Question is clear? ओके अभी हम लोग को निकालना है डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड बाय द कार. तो ग्राफ का फर्स्ट चैप्टर में किए होंगे. सो ये जो ट्रायंगल जो मैं बना रहा हूँ इसका एरिया निकालोगे. सो दैट विल बी द डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड बाय द बॉडी इन 2 seconds. Okay, so distance traveled in first 2 seconds, the area under the line AB, this triangle. So AB 2 और इसको E लिख लेते हैं. 2 तो वर्टेक्स होता नहीं है. सो एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल ABE. सो व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला? हाफ इंटू बेस इंटू हाइट. सो बेस इसका 2 हो जाएगा और हाइट इसका 3 है. सॉरी 15. सो हाफ इंटू 2 इंटू 15. सो ये 2 कैंसिल हो जाएगा एंड वी आर गेटिंग 15 मीटर. सो दिस इज द डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल्ड बाय द कार इन फर्स्ट 2 seconds. दिस इज क्लियर?
Yes.
ओके फाइन. सो उसके बाद सेकेंड क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है कि व्हाट इज द ब्रेकिंग फोर्स अप्लाइड एट द एंड ऑफ 5 seconds टू ब्रिंग द कार टू a stop within 1 second. सो यहाँ पे the braking force is to be calculated by using the formula F is equals to m into A. This is clear? Now
Yes.
this is initial velocity and this is final velocity. Okay, or we can use in that way that acceleration is given by the slope of speed time graph. Okay, slope कैसे निकालेंगे? perpendicular upon base. तो हम लोग अगर इसको perpendicular ले रहे हैं 15 and this is 1, 15 by 1. Okay, और क्योंकि यहाँ पे वेलोसिटी डिक्रीज हो रहा है तो वो अलग बात है, रिटार्डेशन है. वी शुड यूज माइनस साइन. ठीक है, माइनस साइन हम लोग बाद में लेंगे, पहले तो एक्सेलरेशन निकाल लेते हैं. सो 15 by 1 is 15 meter per second square. Now if we look at the graph, we will find that the speed of the car is decreasing from C to D. तभी वो नीचे आ गया. ठीक है, that means the acceleration from C to D must be negative. तो -15 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर होगा. दिस इज क्लियर? हम लोग यहाँ पे एक्सेलरेशन निकाले हैं बाय यूजिंग स्लोप ऑफ लाइन CD, राइट? तो वी गॉट 15 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. लेकिन इसका जो स्पीड है वो कम हो रहा है, डिक्रीज हो रहा है, तो एक्सेलरेशन भी डिक्रीज होगा, नेगेटिव में होगा. राइट, नाउ वी गॉट m, दैट इज 1000 kg. ऑलरेडी इट इज गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन. And we got A also. So F is equals to m into A. That is 1000 into -15. So we are getting -15,000 Newton. Right? So here what negative sign indicates? That force is applied in the direction opposite to the motion of the car. तभी वो जाके रुका है. Right? So इसको retarding force भी बोलते हैं. Sometimes it is also known as retarding force. So any doubt in this question?
No, sir.
Okay, so this is the last question of today's session. In the next session, we will see the Newton's third law of motion and the numericals based on conservation of law of momentum. Okay, so that's all for today's session. Thank you very much.